Hello everyone, I'm Amy from Amy's Acrylic Artistry. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so very much for being here today. Today I am doing a resin vase and bowl, and all of these beautiful colors I will have listed down in the description. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below and I will respond with an answer. This project was originally created by Mixed Media Girl. I have watched several of her videos on creating vases and these beautiful resin bowls, and I really love doing this project. It is one of, well, the vases and the bowls are definitely probably my highest selling art at the moment, and I really love doing these. So to start off, so this was my very first crystal vase, and for all of you ladies who know about crystal vases, they have beautiful etching in them, and so I wanted to make sure I had a layer of clear down to see if maybe that would help with the colors. I knew that once I added my colors that they would follow the path of least resistance following that etching. So I wanted to see if the clear would help with that. The white that I'm using is a resin dye, and it is the dye recommended by Mixed Media Girl. It is opaque and it helps to just give that base so that your colors show up afterwards. However, I do know that Marcy has had issues as well with all of the resin running off afterwards. So you have to remember that even though I'm pouring over the vase at this point, all of this resin is going to go into the bowl, into the mold to create the bowl. So I kind of am just doing like a circular pattern to try and keep the resin even on all sides so that the bowl is not heavy with resin on one side or the other. And because the crystal vase has such a divot in the bottom, I like to use my little mini blower to kind of blow it out. It also creates a really beautiful kind of marbling pattern that I really love, and I'm really glad that I did that. I am the kind of person who can't blow with my mouth when it comes to my art. It'll make me pass out. So that's why I'm glad I have my little mini blower. And if you're looking to buy one, I honestly have no idea. I won this in a competition, a giveaway, and I know that in Canada at least you cannot get them on Amazon. I think Tracy Reed might have them in her Etsy store, but you could also check out Fluid Art Co as well, where the TLP pigments are sold. All right, I'm going to put on some music. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will catch up with you a little bit later in the video. I like to use 99% alcohol when I'm using resin instead of using heat, because the heat changes the chemistry of the resin, which then makes it unsafe to breathe in, and you really should be using a respirator. The 99% alcohol pops the bubbles. It also helps to blend the colors, so I try not to use too much of it, but as you can see, I'm spraying it on there to pop the bubbles. And like I said, way, way safer than using heat. I let my mold sit for about 6 hours because you want it to be pliable so that you can mold it into a bowl. You don't want it to be hard yet. 8 hours at the very longest. It depends on what the temperature of your room is. And of course, here in Canada, you never know what the temperature is going to be. It might be super hot, it might be super cold. So yeah, I always check it at 6 hours, and then I add 1 hour increments. At this point, I let the bowl sit for at least 24 hours. And then once I pop it out of the bowl here, I have a look. I'm super happy with how this bowl turned out. I love these colors so very much. I'm not usually a pink kind of girl, but these colors complement each other so absolutely beautifully. I love the marbling on the bottom of the bowl. It just turned out fabulous, 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 fabulous. And then what I do is I put it back in the bowl along with my heavy bottle of resin, and I let it sit for quite a while, just because if you leave it like this out, it will go flat again. Even after 24 hours, it just isn't hard enough. It hasn't cured enough to hold its shape. So I always put it back in the bowl, and that was a tip from Mixed Media Girl. And here's the vase, the vase, the vase. And I'm going to be honest, I had to mix up a little bit more pigment because most of it had run completely off, and I had this very light pink. So what I do is I mix up a little bit of resin and I let it sit for about an hour and a half so that it's much thicker, so that when it runs down the vase, it sticks and it stays. And again, that was a tip from Mixed Media Girl. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day and a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.